views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Phoenix, Arizona. Yes, Casa Grande, Prescott, Brother Mike back on the radio again. Welcome to HardcoreChristianity.com. Thank you for your time. Today's Bible study. Hell has now come to America. Folks, we're in trouble you can't conceive or believe. Hurry and call somebody, tell them radio program's on. This is a radio program you absolutely have to hear. This is Brother Mike. I am the professional counselor at the Arizona Deliverance Center in Central Phoenix. We're on 15th Avenue, just south of Osborne Road. HardcoreChristianity.com is the website. If you go there, you can join us on our social media pages, Hardcore Christianity, or our blessings page with all the wonderful testimonies of all the healings we've had at the center. You can send me an email, mike@hardcorechristianity.com, and make comments or questions on the radio programs. You can also ask for the miracle list. It's a self-deliverance list I send out for free for people who are too afraid to come for deliverance and healing. And you can get delivered and healed at home. Send me an email, mike@hardcorechristianity.com. I'll be happy to send you those miracle lists. There are two of them, one for mentally ill Christians and one for troubled Christians. Remember the PayPal button on the website. Please make a donation so we can keep the radio program on for another 16 years. I've been on 16 years already. We're going to double that, hopefully. And don't forget about Sister Karen. She'll be happy to list your home for you. She's on the homepage of the website. Just give her a click. And don't forget to sign up for a free seminar. We have monthly seminars. They are free. Just sign up off the website. No problemo. Hell has now come to America. As you well know, it was all over the news. The Supreme Court, in a 6-3 decision, struck down the federal government's ban on the next nightmare America is going to face. They struck down the ban on sports betting. Pot is already sweeping the country like an Ebola plague. Gay marriage is already rattled through America. Transgendered equality is now also rattling through America. And now the nightmare has hit us. Sports betting. What's going to happen to us here in America? Well, all you have to do is take a look at Great Britain. Okay, this demon-possessed country run by complete idiots politically has 65 million people there. Okay, that's not much bigger than California. In fact, California's GDP, I believe, is right next to Great Britain's. It's a small country compared to America. You're not going to believe this. They only have 65 million citizens. They bet $20 billion on sports last year. As you know, they don't have the NFL there, but they do have soccer. That's their main sport. 9 of the 20 soccer teams in that country in the Premier League have gambling company advertisements on their jerseys. There are betting booths inside the stadiums with dedicated websites so you can bet before and during the game. Listen to this. Betting advertisements on soccer days in Great Britain are higher number. There's a higher number than beer and pizza companies. Betting advertisements. Because of high-speed Wi-Fi and millions of smartphones in England, people are able to gamble literally as easily as it is to get on porn. Can you imagine it? What does gambling do for you? What does gambling in general do for you? And can you imagine the nightmare that's going to face every single state in the United States. Here in Arizona, for example, the Rhodes Scholar we have for Governor Ducey, came out immediately after the decision and can't wait to start promoting sports betting in Arizona because of the incredibly high tax revenues, which is what is fueling recreational pot all over the United States. But gambling's a real blessing for your state, isn't it? Yeah, let's just take a look at it for a second. The state of Nevada has had legalized gambling for decades. They have the highest suicide rate of any state in the United States. They have the highest high school dropout rates in the United States. They have the number one rated state for poor public health in the United States. They're number 6 in divorce rates. They have the second highest teenage pregnancy rate. They have the second highest number of gun deaths in the United States behind Louisiana. They have the fourth highest number of smokers of any state. They're ranked 47th in overall health of any state. The prevalence of smoking, motor vehicle accidents, violent crime, and the risk of heart disease. Can you imagine it? They're ranked 47th on overall state health of their citizens. They're number one state in the United States for health-related problems for their population. They're ranked 50th on spending for public health and hospitals in Nevada. Can you imagine that? Yeah. Oh yeah, we got all this money coming in from gambling. Satan set up his system in Nevada, and Nevada sold its soul to the devil. Let's take a look at something else with Nevada. Check this out. It's the 5th fastest growing state in the United States. Arizona is the 8th. It has the 6th fastest metropolitan growth area in the United States, the Las Vegas area. Phoenix, by the way, has the 11th fastest growing area in the whole country. Nevada, the gambling state, compared to other states, has a 109% higher rate for robberies, 59% higher rate for aggressive assaults, 89% higher rate than other states for vehicle theft, and 37% higher than the national average on burglary and property crimes. Overall, they're ranked number 2 in the whole country, behind Tennessee as the most dangerous state to live in, if you can believe it. Gambling is a satanic plague, and sports betting will now become the number 1 form of gambling in the United States of America. By the way, do you know somebody who's having gambling problems? I've been a counselor for 37 years. I've treated many people who have gambling addictions. If you have a relative or a friend who may have a gambling problem, all you got to do is just go down the checklist. Do they need to gamble with increasing amounts of money in order to achieve their desired excitement level? Question mark. Are they restless or irritable when attempting to cut down or stop gambling? Question mark. Have they made repeated unsuccessful attempts to stop, cut back, or try to control it? Question. Are they often preoccupied with gambling, persistent thoughts, handicapping issues? Question. Do they often gamble with feelings of stress, guilt, anxiety, depression? Do you know somebody that has these traits? After they lose money gambling, do they often return the next day or a couple days later to try to get even. That's called chasing. That's called chasing. Do they lie to conceal the extent of involvement with gambling? Have they jeopardized significant relationships or jobs or educational opportunities or career opportunities because of gambling? Are they always asking to borrow money or relying on others to relieve them from desperate financial situations? Oh, friends, listen to me. Pot was our last one. Now gambling is our next one. The devil has come for us in America, and he's going to take it out of our hides. The level of destruction is going to be prolific with gambling addictions. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 10, Paul lists things that will keep people out of heaven. You want to know something funny about this list in verse 10? Paul says certain types of people will never inherit the kingdom of God. Number one, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revelers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of God. Do you find something odd about that list? Wow, all of them are related to gambling. The root behind gambling is one of Satan's greatest lies. It's one of his greatest skills. He's able to impart into people the desire to get something for nothing. Greed and covetousness are a horrible sin because it leads to a life of sadness and sorrow, loneliness and depravity. Covetousness is the Greek word pleonektos. Pleonektos means to have a passionate desire for money or material things. For example, in 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, the Bible describes TV preachers. Paul said, well, I didn't come to you with flattering words, nor a cloak of covetousness. You know somebody who has a gambling addiction and they want to be healed and they're a born-again Christian? They can get help. 602-636-5800. Gambling is about to sweep the United States of America, and all the social ills and the evils of gambling are going to sweep into Arizona and destroy many of our people. But you can be delivered.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.